Ooh, this is a good one. Do you think Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are going to get married and stay married? Well, I admittedly I am a Swiftie. I'm maybe not like the extreme Swiftie. I just happen to like Taylor Swift's music, and I think she's an amazing artist. And I really appreciate all that she's done to really push through some of the real hard constructs of what's happening in the music industry and to really challenge. So I adore her for all of that. And I think that really there's two main things I want to say about this couple. One is it's such a great example of the romantic love illusion in so many ways. All the Swifties out there are like, oh, swooning over, the dream guy, like, the knight in shining armor idea. And I'm just here to say that that is not what it's all about at the end of the day. It is about self-love, and it is about going inward and really unleashing your innate gifts that you came here to share with humanity. And when the time is right for you to share that with another romantic partner, that's beautiful and wonderful. But there is no knight in shining armor that's going to come and save any one of us. And so they sort of give us this fairy tale idea of this. And I would just throw a little caution to the wind that life is really about self-love first and then sharing it with someone else. Now, with that said, I think the beauty of the couple is that I don't know them personally, but I think they do have a lot of self-love, even if it's from the ego, even if they're not highly spiritual people and they're not, consciously talking about self-love in the way that we do a lot of times on this show, but they have a lot of admiration for themselves and what it is that they came here to contribute. One came for music and one came for football, and they both know what they came here for. So I think that and their love for their craft can bring a really strong partnership for them to just support each other. I remember years ago when Eat, Pray, Love was super popular. Elizabeth Gilbert was interviewed once, and she said someone was asking her like, what's the advice for finding, your soulmate or your partner or whatever. And I remember what she said was, I'm just looking and encouraging others to look for someone who's going to champion them. She said, I wanted someone who was going to champion me, who I am, what I'm here to do, what I'm here to contribute. And so I think, Taylor Swift is like the quintessential cheerleader, right? On so many levels. And so she's here to cheer him on, and he's here to cheer her on and protect her in other ways, right? So I think that it could be an incredible support system. I also want to say, I guess the third thing is that, she's very much in her feminine, he's very much in his masculine, and that is going to create an amazing connection and bond because they really are clear on those attributes about themselves. And so I think that's going to bode very well for them in the future. I'm looking forward to see, but there's also that ego mind that can get in the way, and lots of things that can come into play as we go down the line. Because right now we're just in the beginning. I mean, we're still like not even 1 year out of observing and watching this relationship unfold and blossom. So let's see, once they get past this infatuation stage of love where everything is just like, whoa, her tour's gone crazy, his, football's gone crazy on his way to the Super Bowl. Yeah, so let's just take it all in stride, enjoy it. I think most importantly, the thing to take away is that you feel feel whatever you feel, but if you feel the love and the romance and the fun of it all, stay in that. Don't think like, oh, that's not me, or oh, I wish I had that. Because if you stay in that energy, then you'll just keep wishing you had that, and you'll see it outside of yourself as opposed to attract it to yourself. So consider that as the biggest pearl takeaway from their relationship, is that whatever emotion you're feeling that's warm and fuzzy and what you want, stick with that. Don't go to all the other mind trips about what you think romantic relationships are supposed to do. All right. I'm happy to hear any comments that you might have. Please comment below. Let me know what you think, if they're going to stay together, live happily ever after, have kids, like whatever. I'd love your comments on everything that I had to say about it. All right, let's go on to the next question. Thank you for your questions. Your questions are everyone else's questions in some way, shape, or form. There's so much to glean from one another that I really encourage you, even if it's not your question, but it's something you're like, yeah, I see a lot of people pondering this. Please submit the question. You can submit it here on YouTube in the comments below, and go to bethbell.me. You'll see a lot of new resources that are coming available or are already available. There's the mentor membership programs. There's a lot of handbooks, workbooks, the Awakening and Healing Handbook. There's the Psychedelic Resource Guide, the Herpes Handbook. There's my book, Angels, Herpes, and Psychedelics. Lots of different things that are available, products that'll help you for your symbols and empowerment to keep your intentions and your desires. I can't wait to see you next week. Please join me live Sundays, 11 a.m. Pacific time. And until then, I'm wishing you much bliss and love on the journey.